Hey tennis fans, I'm Grace Carter and this is Tennis Now. And now to the latest on Maria Sharapova. Looks like she has lost a title this week. The United Nations suspended Maria from her role as a UN Goodwill Ambassador after she admitted testing positive for the banned substance meldonium at the Australian Open. The former world number one was named a UN Goodwill Ambassador back in February of 2007. The 28-year-old Russian had worked for years helping victims of the 1986 Chernobyl nuclear disaster.
Today marks the 25th anniversary of the Chernobyl disaster, the worst nuclear power plant accident in history. As we look back, we need to remember the selfless heroism of the emergency workers who responded to the accident.
Sharapova's profile link on UN.org has been disabled, but you can still see her videos on that website, at least for now. The statement from the UN says that in light of Ms. Sharapova's recent announcement, we suspended her role as a Goodwill Ambassador and any planned activities while that investigation continues. Sharapova had signed a symbolic $1 annual pact with the UN that she had once called one of her proudest contracts ever. On the bright side for Maria, she's getting the support of a king and a world number one. Hall of Famer Billie Jean King, who has known Maria since she was a junior, has urged Twitter followers to let the investigation play out in Maria's case. World number one Novak Djokovic has reiterated his support for his friend and fellow head endorser. Nole called Maria humble and responsible and brave in this process and said the former number one should be admired and respected for her admission of testing positive for the banned substance. Nole said a lot of players don't read the email updates about banned substances, and he suggested that somebody on Maria's team dropped the ball, failing to realize that meldonium had been banned. The Australian Open champ said he supports Maria, even though he knows she must face the consequences of her actions. In an ESPN conference call with the media this week, Hall of Famer Evert said that she knew a couple of players who were doping during her playing days, but since there was no drug testing back then, it wasn't illegal. Chrissy said she believes PED use happens in all sports. The former world number one said the reason Maria hasn't received a lot of strong support from WTA players is because Maria has chosen not to have a lot of friends on the tour, that she has isolated herself from a lot of the players. Evert urged Sharapova to release her medical records for the last 10 years, saying that the records detailing the meldonium dosage that she's taken over that time could actually help her clear her name by supporting her claims of a medical use for the drug. Evert said that if Maria can produce those medical records, she would support a suspension for the rest of the year as a fair sentence in this case. We'll keep you posted. That's our news for now. I'm Grace Carter. See you next time here on Tennis Now.